14 years since you became heavyweight champion of the world, and you say now that you're going to win it for the third time. You will be the only man ever to have regained the title.
3 times.
3 times. What if you don't? What if you don't?
No, I don't. It's that simple. I don't.
Is it that simple?
Yeah, just don't.
Would it break your heart?
No. That's why people are so sharp when I lost to Frazier. No excuses, he won. When I lost to Ken Norton, broke my jaw, he won. When I lost to Spinks, he won. But I have people thinking that if I lose or if something bad happens to me, I'll jump out a window. See, my faith is not in worldly things, really. I'm a spiritual man.
But it's a way of life for you. It's money. It's an entourage. It's a feeling about yourself.
I'll give it all up tomorrow, find a job pumping gas in a gas station if I had to, and me and my wife and my children get a 2-room apartment and 1 bathroom, 1 kitchen, and be happy.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
In the nearly 2 years since I've graduated college, nearly every aspect of my life, for better and for worse, has been overturned. I went into and came out of a beautiful relationship, suffered great personal loss, triumphed in my work and passions, made hundreds of colossal errors, and discovered new joys and hobbies. Through this deeply humbling mix of failure, gratitude, and success, I have consistently relied upon one guiding principle that I learned from the great Muhammad Ali, and that is that not wanting something, and more specifically, not fearing your potential failure to achieve or attain it, is as good as having it in the first place. In other words, your happiness and conviction in life should only be determined by your principles and love for the process of achieving things, not the superficial end states that society corrupts you into privileging. As I sometimes see in myself and so many of my peers, we quickly become impressionable when the prospect of a new job, investment, or relationship presents itself. Suddenly, our ambition corrupts our ability to be happy in the present. We convince ourselves that until we've upgraded our lifestyles, won someone over, or achieved some level of fame, we are miserable and unfulfilled. But the reality is that living below your means, being okay with failure, and having gratitude for your current state of life really affords you a freedom that people busy chasing some end goal can't possibly fathom. In the case of Muhammad Ali, when it came to pursuing his 3rd world championship, the possibility of loss didn't bother him. This wasn't because he suffered from any lack of ambition or drive, but rather because he was so convicted in his principles, so sure of his ability to conjure happiness in any circumstance of life, that it didn't matter whether or not he was world champion, whether or not he was rich or poor, and most importantly, whether or not the world knew his name or forgot him shortly thereafter. Success and happiness in life is far more about keeping a tremendous faith in yourself and retaining your humility in victory or defeat. We are so perplexed when we meet someone who, like Muhammad Ali, has such conviction and faith in themselves, that inner balance, that feeling of security, that uncanny ability to consistently create wonderful opportunities for themselves. We are in awe of such qualities, not realizing that we are capable of the same inner triumph. As you navigate the years of success and failure before you, instead of defining the quality of your life as a function of superficial end goals like status, money made, or influence gathered, instead define it as a function of self-belief, hard work, decency, and love for others. Then you will be grateful for your successes and even failures. They will be learning experiences that enrich you instead of defeats that break you. Most importantly, maintaining a raw belief in yourself will show you that no one else is in charge of your own happiness. You and you alone control how you are perceived and whether or not you are successful.